Hi viewers, I would like to discuss about test plan in this video. So what is the test plan? This is one of the interview question being asked. In addition to interview question, this is one of the basic concept that everyone have to know in the testing industry. So test plan is usually developed with the test manager or test coordinator, and sometimes it does being developed by senior test engineers. And as a senior test engineer or senior test manager, they contribute their knowledge about the product to develop the test plan. So I would like to explain the test plan as it's a document describing the scope, approach, resources, and schedule of intended testing activities. It means test plan describes about the scope of the testing process and approach, how we are approaching the testing process, the resources involved. For example, they have 3 resources or 5 resources, or depends, resources section display explains about how many resources it involves, and the next schedule of the intended testing activities. So this section, it explains when testing is being starts and when it's getting done, like the process and the time frame for this testing schedule. And it identifies test items, the features to be tested, the testing tasks, and who will do each task, roles and responsibilities, and any risks and its solutions. So which means it identifies the testing items like test scenarios or testable items or modules in the testing, and testing tasks, who will do which task. There are, for example, there are 3 resources involved in this project testing, and what are the each resource, and what are their roles, and what are the responsibilities, and who is taking care of whom. Like one of them would be like it lead, like they'll taking care of who are doing which task and keeping track of their test cases, their progress, their work every day. And this document also contains about risks and its solution. For example, any kind of risk, for example, any new change request comes, or any showstopper comes in, or any issues with the resource allocation. For example, one resource is like they'll leave the company, then how will you handle those kind of issues? So it also contains about that issues as well, and its solutions, how will you solve that issue. And the test plan includes heading, revision history, table of contents, introduction, scope, approach, overview, and the different types of testing that will be carried out, what software and hardware will be required, issues, risks, assumptions, and sign-off section. So this is basically the contents of the test plan. So this is the basically all these content should have in this index. So test plan is very crucial. So it explains how the testing is being done, or the whole planning stage. So sometimes it does take like 2-3 weeks to develop test plan. So this is a very important thing for testing perspective. So majorly sometimes some junior testers will involve in test plan as well. Depends, some senior testers busy with some other tasks. So it's always depends. So there is no such rule that this should only be developed by test manager or test lead. There is no such. It's being developed by whoever based on the requirement or based on the timing constraints. So if you have any questions about test plan, you can leave me a comment, then I will answer them in my next video. Thank you.